Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about my thyroid journey, my thyroid issue journey, I guess you can say. But anyways, I'm just going to go right into it. I just kind of wanted to sit down and talk about it, record it, just personally for my experience, and then for anyone else who's going through this, because I actually YouTubed a lot of videos about this, and I was just watching whatever I could. So it's nice to know that you can just get on here and search something that you're going through and find other people who are going through the same thing, because sometimes not your immediate friends or family even know what you're dealing with. So anyways, to start, let me just say that last year I got sick. I got a cold, just a regular cold, and I went in and they do the whole check, and the doctor was checking my neck, for my what do you call it, your lymph nodes, because they usually swell up when you're sick, right? Well, he was checking and he was like, oh, he's like, I noticed that you have kind of a enlargement on your throat. So I was like, yeah, I've kind of noticed that too, for a while. And so he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go and have you do an ultrasound on it, and just to see what it is, because it seems to me like you have nodules on your thyroid. So your thyroid gland, let me just start there. Your thyroid gland is right here, and it's actually just right in your neck. I believe it sits right on top of your trachea. And what it does is it controls the hormones in your body. It controls your metabolism. It probably does more stuff that I haven't really researched, but it's pretty important part of your body. Yeah, that's what the thyroid is. So I go in, this is last year, 2016. I go in, I have an ultrasound done, and then they end up doing a biopsy as well. Okay, let me back up. I have an ultrasound done, and they find that on my left side, so I don't know if you can really even tell from just looking, but on this side of my neck, the left side, I actually have a nodule that's about almost 3 centimeters wide. And then on the right side, I have 2 nodules that are 1 centimeter each. And so they actually did a biopsy, a fine needle biopsy, where they stuck a really fine needle into my neck, and they took out a piece of, not tiny pieces, enough that you can pull out with a needle, apparently. Took out parts of it just to check them to see if they were cancerous, and the parts that they did check were benign, meaning benign means it's free of cancer. There's no cancer there. So yeah, that came back, and then the doctor was just like, well, they're benign, that's a good thing. Check up in 6 months and see how you're doing. All the while, I just don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable knowing that they're there. And the doctors keep telling me, this is normal. So many women have them. But to me, that's not normal. If so many women are having thyroid or nodules on your thyroid, how is that normal? There's something that's not right. It has to be our diet or something. But that's a whole nother story. So I actually wait a whole year. And all the while, and at the time too, they drained, because some of this one on this side was more cystic, meaning it had more fluid in it. These ones over here are more firm. So they drained a little bit of it. But over the year, I let it go. I was just fine. The doctor says it's fine. I let it go. And then I just start feeling it it's just, imagine put your hand to your throat and go like this. And imagine just feeling like that all the time. Just and it's not I'm but it's there, I feel it. I go back a year later. So I go back in, what was it, November, that I went and saw my doctor, and I was like, yo, this is not working for me. And then I told him I feel like I'm choking all the time. And so he's like, okay, I'm going to refer you to a specialist, an ENT, ear, nose, and throat specialist. So I actually went last week and saw the specialist, and he's like, okay, he's like, the one on the left side, it's 3 centimeters, and we usually don't go in and remove those unless they're that big. So he's like, yeah, we can remove it. He's like, the two on this side, they're small. He's like, I don't know if I should even remove those. So basically he was like, we can go in, we can remove the left side of your thyroid. And I'm going to try and find a picture where I can put in here. If not, you should Google what your thyroid looks like. But he's like, we're going to remove the left side of your thyroid. And if we do that, I don't have to be on synthetic hormones. Because like I said, your thyroid creates those hormones for your body. So he's like, if you remove just half of it, you'll still have your right side to create those hormones that you need, and you won't have to take medication for the rest of your life every day. And he's like, but when we go in there and we do this surgery, he's like, we have a pathologist that is actually going to do like some freeze. I don't know, like, I don't know the exact words of these, but like he said they're going to freeze it or something right there. And then they're going to check, and if there's any cancer cells, because when they do a fine needle biopsy, they're only going into like a few places of the nodule and removing those and checking those. So you could have cancer cells in like parts that they didn't check. Not trying to be dramatic and be like, oh my God, I have cancer. What made me like feel weird, because he was like, if we will scan it, and if there's cancer cells, like they're microscopic, like they're less than a centimeter, then we don't worry about it. And I'm like, cancer cells are cancer cells. Like, I don't care if they're microscopic, like take them out. So he was like, if they find cancer cells in that left side, then they'll go ahead and remove the right side at that time, because obviously like they'll try to just get it out. I know sometimes doctors like to make things feel like they're not a big deal, and then I'm just like, maybe I'm just being dramatic, or maybe I'm just being, you know, I don't know. But I just don't feel like having nodules should be like a normal thing, because basically what the doctor told me, my primary care physician, he was like, you have nodules because your body has some type of autoimmune disease. It's like some type of disease that like your body's attacking itself. So basically I have nodules because my body is creating antibodies. I think I'm explaining this right, but it's basically attacking my thyroid and thinking that it's bad. So, and he's like, and we don't know what autoimmune disease you have, because there's so many. He's like, you could go through various testing and never even find out what type of autoimmune disease that you actually have. So that already is just like alarming to know that I have something. And it could be something that I've created myself by my diet, like probably most likely, because I'm not a very healthy eater. And that's like no big surprise, but I really want to change that. I say that and then I don't, but fuck. Well, I'm actually going to do a separate video like vlogging my actual surgery. So I have surgery scheduled for January 10th, which is in like 3 weeks. And I was like, oh, no big deal. Like, I'll get it cut out. Like, it's no big deal, blah, blah, blah. But the more I think about it, like, I get scared. And, like, I don't come on here. I'm not, like, trying to be, like, get sympathy or anything. But I do get scared because, you know, it's surgery. Like, who wouldn't be scared about surgery? It's not that big a deal. I'm just making it more than what it is. I'm actually going to vlog that of me getting my surgery. And then just kind of talk more about the recovery and stuff. I hope I kind of covered everything that I wanted to talk about here. If any of you have ever experienced this or know someone that has experienced this, like, please reach out to me, give me a comment, hit me up on my Snapchat, you know, private message me, whatever. Just because I want to know, like, if it was good or if it was bad, or either way, you know, like, just so I know what maybe I could expect out of this. Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I know that in this last year alone, I've gained, like, year and a half, like, I've gained like 35 pounds, and it's not good. And I know it's not just, I'm not saying like, oh, it's because my thyroid, like, it's because I'm just being really careless with everything, like my eating and everything, and just kind of putting that on the back burner. Like I have my kids, I have work, I have, you know, I do everything by myself. Like I have my family and stuff that kind of help too, but I just kind of like food and everything else is just like, I'm gonna eat whatever the fuck I want to eat when I have time to eat. So I'm kind of hoping too with this that'll help regulate. Maybe it's messing up my metabolism. I don't know. But we'll see. My next video will probably be my next video regarding this will probably be after my surgery, like I said, in January. Like I'm still gonna have like makeup and videos and stuff until then. But thanks for watching this video. I guess I'll just see you in my next one. Bye.